by Golden Ticket Fight Promotion. The next event is March 5th, 2022. Please make sure you go on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube for updates. And your referee for this contest, Mr. Daniel Mulvahedi. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is 3 5-minute rounds. Pro MMA for the GTFP Featherweight Championship. Please welcome one more time in the blue corner, the challenger, representing Fight Club Kuwait, a pro record of 5 wins and only 2 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Scott! And his opponent in the red corner, representing Team Renegade, a professional record of 9 wins and only 2 losses. And he is the GTFP Featherweight Champion, Chris the White Walker Miah!
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our main event here at Golden Ticket Fight Promotion 17. Chris Miah, the reigning featherweight champion, 9-2 record, representing Renegade MMA in the black shorts trimmed with white, as he takes on Robbie Scott, 5-2. He's fighting out of the blue corner, the black shorts trimmed with the yellow and white.
Great to see Chris Miah back in action. Both these guys haven't competed for a while.
Chris Miah immediately in on that takedown up against the cage. And
yeah, he's got superb top control. We saw that in his last outing against Brian Bouland at Cage Warriors 109 in Birmingham. That's the last time he competed, back in October 2019. But just completely smothered Brian Bouland for the entirety of the 15-minute fight. And
Brian Bouland is a dangerous competitor under the Cage Warriors banner.
Absolutely, and this is Chris Miah's world, and he'll be very happy, I'm sure, that he's got here so quickly.
Oh yeah, I mean, has done training out in the States, worked with Alpha Male for a while, now under the tutelage of UK standout Tom Breeze. But Chris Miah is a very intelligent, cerebral fighter. We're not going to see him make a whole lot of mistakes. He's not going to rush.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's one of the best lighter weight class fighters in the entirety of the UK. I mean, he's only lost 2 fights. One was against Jared Brooks, who went on to the UFC, now competing under the One banner, I believe. And then his last loss was a very contentious split decision against Carlos Abreu, who's fighting for the bantamweight title in Cage Warriors in the near future. So,
oh, he's a handful for any pro featherweight, at one point any pro bantamweight in Europe. And Chris Miah is absolutely for real.
Definitely. Let's not take anything away from Robbie Scott, who's 5-2, got some impressive wins himself. All of his wins have come by finish, so he's a very, very dangerous competitor, very dangerous opponent to go up against.
Does like to have a bit of fun in the cages, Robbie Scott. He talks a lot.
He definitely travelled over from Fight Club Academy in Kuwait. I think he did some training at Manchester Top Team in the build-up for this fight as well.
Happy in the talk, chipping away at the body. Got to watch the up kick. It does. Sprawls out, spins around to the back. One of the things that Miah is going to be known for is his wrestling. He's going to be able to wrestle with the best of them, and again, drags his man down.
Clubbing left hands here. There's a cut opened up already on above the left eye of Robbie Scott, who got caught to the back of the head there.
Yeah, but not because Miah was aiming for the back of the head. That's what happens with some movement. And he almost like forearms him there,
yeah,
side of the ear. Robbie Scott trying to cover, but Scott up, tried to get to his feet. Miah takes him back down, but inside the closed guard now.
Yeah, Miah's making life really uncomfortable for Robbie Scott so far, sticking to him like glue. Every time he gets back to his feet, Chris Miah just picks him up and dumps him back down, which is ultra demoralising.
Robbie Scott there looking for mission control.
You can hear the corner here, Tom Breeze saying good forward pressure from Chris Miah, because he's keeping all that weight on his chest to chest.
Yeah, he's going to be such a difficult fighter to get off when he's on top.
It was in Dan Mulverheady, the referee, step in and stand them back up, which I'm sure Robbie Scott will be delighted about.
Yeah, Chris Miah not quite so much.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never going to question the referees. I don't have the courage to get in there and, you know, have somebody's health put into my hands, but I figured Miah was doing enough. I didn't say Miah, I said Miah. I'm so good. Being that, again, comfortable on top, heavy on top, and again, mature, doesn't rush, doesn't put himself in positions that cause him grief. He's looking to just lock down on that half guard now. He's stepped over, he's chipping away.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to give props to Robbie Scott, 'cause I'm sure there's not a long line of people queuing up to sign a contract to fight Chris Miah anytime soon.
I can't imagine there is. Miah, though, managing to stay busy here at Golden Ticket Fight Promotions. Again, our reigning featherweight champion, and a very dominant first round from Chris Miah. Bit of blood. And I'm just not used to seeing him with a beard.
Looks good on him though, doesn't it?
It absolutely shoots him down to the ground. Looks very composed in the corner, not breathing heavy.
Yeah, one of the things that he's been focusing on while he's been away is strength and conditioning. He runs a strength and conditioning program at Team Renegade and does a lot of work with the pro fight team there. And you can tell he looks in phenomenal shape.
Yeah, that's a guy that needs to worry about his physical shape. And look, you know, if we look at a tail of the corners, although Robbie Scott stands up, tongue out, ready to go, he's certainly cut a tired figure sitting over in his corner. And you'd imagine that Miah's going to do exactly the same thing. Look to make Scott work.
Yes, Scott. I really like Scott's style on the feet. He's wild. He's wild. He throws all sorts of crazy oblique stomps and heavy leg kicks there.
Oh yeah, that leg kick buckled crisp, but able to get in on the takedown and deposits Scott to the back with relative ease. Good head pressure. He's having a conversation.
Talking to Chris Miah in there is Robbie Scott. Not quite sure what he's saying, but
Miah just staying busy enough, staying active. Gotta love the rolling commentary coming from Robbie Scott. We'll try and get a mic over there.
yeah, we're surplus to requirements at this
Absolutely,
stage.
he'd commentate his own fight. Apparently Chris is pretty heavy. It's hard to get up.
Chris Miah just smothering the mouth there of Robbie Scott.
You think
Not
that
sure
was,
it's to disrupt the breathing or disrupt their talking.
I was going to ask, what's he trying to disrupt there? The breathing and the talking. Robbie Scott, though, again, although in the bad position, back to the canvas, constantly trying to work.
Yeah, when he explodes on the ground there and tries to get the feet back to the ground back to the feet. Sorry, the fight back to the feet. Put my teeth in. You can see that he has the ability to do so.
Miah doing very well, though. Keeps moving from north and south to side, just controlling, chipping away. Chipping away as the corner is called for.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier as well about Chris Miah's fight IQ. He's not the kind of fighter that will take unnecessary risks and put himself in dangerous spots. I mean, he'll be more than happy to do enough to keep this fight in this position.
If the opportunity for a finish presents itself, I have no doubt that he'll look to take it, but he will not force that issue. And that's what makes him dangerous.
Absolutely.
Very hard. North
and a stand-up there from the north-south position, yeah, not something that you see very often, but...
And of course, straight away, Robbie Scott, as soon as he had some separation, went back to that low calf kick. Chris Miah again settles himself on top.
Yeah, good head position there. They're just looking to posture up now and obviously land some ground and pound.
I mean, again, in a terrible positions, Robbie Scott, but you wouldn't know it from his facial expression.
No, he looks like he just has fun, doesn't he? It's just
I'm on the bottom.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. I'll try and get up.
Nice elbow there, got through, just snuck through from Chris Miah.
And again, is happy to just chip away in little bursts, chipping the body. He landed a few solid elbows to the body earlier. Just staying busy.
Yeah, you can see a few old school heel strikes there from the bottom from Robbie Scott.
Our referee wants to see a little more action, wants him to up the work rate. Just looking to posture up now.
They're right in front of us in the commentary booth there. It's just interesting to just listen to these two guys going at it. Dan Mulvaney says you need to see
what
more
a taskmaster Dan Mulvaney's being tonight. Like,
oh, shot landed there, I think.
But
rock Chris Miah, I think.
Absolutely, Miah, they're looking to scramble around, and does.
Yeah, does a nice job there of turning the position around, but I think that Robbie Scott hurt him there with I think it was a right hand.
I think so as well, and you could see Miah immediately get back to that clinch and then secure the takedown.
It's really interesting because I've just heard Tom Breeze in the corner of Chris Miah there say you're still winning this round.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, he's had a lot of top control, but he's been stood up twice for inactivity, and it'd be interesting to see, obviously with that, what we think looked like a knockdown there from Robbie Scott, whether that will have any impact on how the round plays. I mean, he landed some heavy leg kicks earlier on in the round, and he landed that big right hand that wobbled him. Chris Miah has spent a lot, pretty much 95% of the round on top, but judges' criteria is damaged, so it's going to be an interesting.
Only going one way at the moment. Can't see a reason why the one flurry would have changed around. I'm gonna go out on my shield and say Robbie Scott's got it all to do over the next 5 minutes. Again, just looking at Mr. Mulvaney there, who is insisting that these two fighters work in our main event here, not allowing any sort of lamprey to happen at all. And we'll see if Chris Miah's looking to try and change anything up, or whether he's going to go back to that smothering ground game.
I certainly won't imagine that he'll change the approach in his third and final round. He's had a lot of success through rounds 1 and 2 with his top control. He's very heavy when he gets on top. The only real chances to get back to the feet has been when Dan Mulvaney has stood them up.
God, he threw that left hand from next week.
Hands down by his side, Robbie Scott. I mean, it's a really difficult fight to
I was kind of
hoping
he'd bring him down over here so we could get the running commentary.
Yeah, definitely. But I was just about to say, it's a very difficult opponent to go up against on the feet because he's so wild, because he's so unorthodox.
I think the champion's doing everything right here. He's not putting himself at risk. We've seen that, Robbie Scott can be dangerous. He has landed, but hard to win a fight off your back with Chris Miah.
Yeah, very difficult, especially right in the middle of the in the middle of the cage here. It's very difficult to get back to your feet. Close the guard as well. The feet crossed behind the back. He's throwing them up now, though, looking for a submission attempt, but he really needs to open that guard up and start feet on heaps, or looking to bring those legs up to look for some kind of submission or sweep, because at the moment with that closed guard, he's not going to get out of this position with Chris Miah's top game.
He's just chipping away again at the body. Again, listens to his corner beautifully.
Yeah, there those heel strikes again into the kidneys.
Hoist Gracie, thank you for that. Just a smothering attack. And how frustrating has it got to be for Robbie Scott, because you know he doesn't want to stay down here.
Yeah, you can tell from his style and just the way that he'll happily stand and trade with anyone. And yeah, this is probably his idea of hell on earth. He's gesticulated to the referee here.
Yeah, come on, stand us up, stand us up. Come on.
So I can throw a few more punches, but I mean, it's the job of the fighter to avoid getting in this position in the first place, first and foremost.
Crispin cut open just above that eye.
Yeah.
Don't know where, I didn't see where that came from.
No,
but it's a nice bit of blood.
Yeah, it's leaking quite nasty.
Again, going back to those kidney shots and just Miah throwing that elbow from up. Just again, listening intently to his corner and following those instructions. And
Robbie's got to saying, you could put a finger in my eye.
Yeah.
Chris Miah's like, no, that was my fist.
And I'm fairly sure that Dan Mavahedi was close enough to see the action there.
Yeah, just right in front of us here now.
Yeah, and he's staying busy enough. Goes body, head, looks to try and slip those arms out, get that posture again. Robbie Scott, though, doing very well neutralizing
a lot of
the
blood.
attack. That's a lot of blood.
A lot of blood. I'm not sure where that came from, but
again, staying heavy.
Chris Miah looking to bring this right arm inside so he can land some ground and pound.
Robbie Scott, though, defending incredibly well from his back. Little chip-in shots, but nothing hugely telling or damaging. No submission attempts.
Yeah, we've seen this so often from Chris Miah in his career, just his smothering style. Robbie Scott, though, firing up those elbows when he gets any opportunity.
Looking for every opportunity to improve position. He gets the feet on the hips, he brings the guard, he closes it, he opens it.
And we've got another break here as Dan Mavahedi separates them. Cut's really nasty.
Cut's not
Chris Miah's right eye, that's absolutely hideous.
Being very interesting to see what was it from a headbutt? Elbow from the inside, lovely, we missed that. Doctor's gonna have a look at it. Is there a chance? Is there a chance that this gets stopped? I gotta tell you, Robbie Scott's becoming my new favorite fighter. Being able doing his own commentary, absolutely brilliant. But this is it's the kind of attitude you want your fighters to bring into the cage. He's fan-friendly, he wants to scrap, he's here to entertain.
Yeah, and after they wipe that cut up, it's looking much better. And
I mean, just what a personality is Robbie Scott.
He's now talking to the corner of Chris Miah. I'm not sure what he said there, but it really is an entertaining character.
Absolutely.
Oh, big elbow lands there.
Oh, you
huge elbow.
Come on, man. He's got to be careful
watch
with the back of the head.
There. Chris Miah reverses the position again, but...
And you could see as soon as Miah reverses the position, Robbie Scott just shakes his head like, oh man, not again.
Robbie Scott was so dangerous on the feet. I mean, that's two knockdowns that we've seen from him in very little stand-up time between these two guys.
Absolutely. Win, lose, or draw, Robbie Scott's becoming one of my favorite fighters ever.
That was an absolutely
brilliant
crazy fight
between them. Chris, controlling position for 90% of the time. Robbie Scott, whenever he got an opportunity, looked to land something damaging. Wonderful fight for both men, but you gotta suspect that and still is going to be the call of the day?
You'd certainly think so. I mean, just playing devil's advocate, as we say, going by the judges' criteria, we're talking damage. You've seen the eye of Chris Miah from Robbie's got busted up from the bottom. Saw him land a really short left elbow as Chris Miah shot him for the takedown, which again rocked Chris Miah. We saw in the second round he potentially rocked. I mean, personally, I do think Chris Miah's done enough top control, chipping away constantly, and the constant attack of Chris Miah is enough over those short, sharp bursts of Robbie Scott. But
well, ladies and
super
gentlemen,
interesting fight.
that was our main event. We turn it over to Ben Hovis one more time to make it official, and we will see you March 5th, GTFP17.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for both of these fighters. After 3 rounds, a unanimous decision has been reached. To the winner, and still the GTFP Featherweight Champion, Chris the White Walker Miah.
I'm standing here with Chris Miah. Notice I said Miah, not Miah, for the first time in my career, Chris. That was a hell of a fight. Robbie Scott was not here to just roll over for you. How pleased are you with the performance?
Pleased in some ways, not so pleased in other ways. I've had 2 years out of sort of live competition, and I felt like my striking was a little bit off on the speed today. But I showed like I feel like my MMA wrestling is the best in the UK, or one of the best in the UK, and made a potentially difficult fight quite easy, controlling top position, and even like sweeping easily off bottom. So yeah, it is what it is. I think everyone in the circles know that's, you know, fair play to Robbie. He come in game after a few people turned me down, and those people are meant to be upcoming guys, but a bit, you know, so fair play to Robbie for coming over, and we just regroup over Christmas. I had a pretty bad injury the last spar at camp, and mentally that was very tough to deal with today and this week, and I sort of overcome it, so I'm very proud of myself for that. My friends and family know about that, and I've been threatening all week to come out and have a dominant performance. It's a lot more psychological. The best guys are going to compete when they're hurt and stuff, so I'm very proud of myself for that.
I have to ask, and I'm not, no disrespect to the referee, but there were a number of stand-ups. Were you frustrated? Were you feeling you were doing enough? Or do you understand why the stand-ups happened?
I do understand, because it's a spectator sport, but there's no continuity in the rulings. So like, I've had fights where I've had a wrestler on top of me in close guard for 5 minutes, not one stand-up. I'm elbowing someone in the head and I'm getting stood up. But I kind of get that. When I'm in North-South, I don't see how you can stand a fight up personally, but I respect the referee. He's a very good ref, and you know, that's the game. I'm going to be pissed off, and he stands by his things, so it is what it is, you know.
Chris, it's always a pleasure watching you perform. You have one of the highest fight IQs in European MMA. It's always a pleasure to watch. What can we expect from you next?
We're going to have a chat over Christmas, figure out what the plan is next, whether we start looking for the bigger promotions again, or we have some more fights on this. Something close to me is both my losses have come on ACA, so I'd like to go show the Ruskies that I'm better than I've shown on their show at some point. But yeah, regroup. I've had a load of my interclub guys fought today in their first sort of interclub. So we're at SPG Sale. That's something I'm very passionate about right now. Renegades just moved to a new location, and it's unbelievable. We've finally got the facilities and the coaching staff to what we've wanted for 5-10 years. We've got now in Birmingham, so it's just the start, and I'm excited.
Chris, this is always a pleasure to watch you perform. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the featherweight champ, Chris Miah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give a quick moment to the runner-up here. And look, over 3 rounds of being controlled on the bottom, you kept the commentary going, you kept the personality going. What can we expect from you next?
Give me the opportunity. I'll do that with anyone, man. You know, he had a better night tonight. He was well prepared. I knew he was a good wrestler, and I tried to do what I could to prepare myself for that, but it's different when you're committing to a shot, and 1 minute his head's there, the next minute it's down there. So it was actually quite hard to hit, but I think it's his blood that I'm wearing right now, not mine. So, you know, for being 3 rounds on my bottom, eating some shots, I think I came out quite pretty, so I'll do it again. I'll do it again whenever they want me. I really appreciate Dan and Golden Ticket Promotions. They did a lot for me this week that they probably wouldn't even say in public, but they really went out of the way for me to, you know, accommodate me, make me feel at home, even though I was probably the underdog coming against the local boy, the champion, you know, but I think I did all right. It's got to be improved on, but I think I did all right. Next time better.
You certainly did all right. You made him work for every minute of that victory. You're so fun to watch. I can't wait to see you do it again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming out this evening for Golden Ticket Fight Promotion number 17. We are back the 5th of March 2022. So please make sure you stay updated on Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. My name's Ben Walters. I've been your MC. Good night.